Owen Schroyer here. We are live on Facebook Mentions. My cameraman Harrison Smith is with me, and we are pulling up to the FEMA Dome.
FEMA Dome.
FEMA Dome. There's the FEMA Dome right there. So we're in Corpus Christi. It's been absolutely wild. The wind is insane. We drove through the entire town. There was only one store still open. That was the Hi-Ho convenience store. And we're now pulling up to the FEMA Dome to see what's going on at the FEMA Dome and to see what kind of services, if any, they're offering here. There's a Salvation Army truck, as you can see right there. Some tree branches down here. Corpus Christi police are also here. So here is the FEMA Dome. We'll park and we'll just pull up and we'll talk to some of these guys here. We'll see what goes on at the FEMA Dome. But driving through Corpus Christi, it's pretty much a ghost town. Like I said, only one place was even open. And the only thing they were really selling people was beer. That's what everybody wanted. All right, so let's take you with us as we head into the FEMA Dome. Let's go. This is gonna be nuts. Okay. It's absolutely crazy out here. You can probably hear the wind. All right, let's see what's going on in the FEMA Dome, y'all. Talk to some people up here. How you guys doing? What's going on at the FEMA Dome today? Are you guys part of the workers? Are you guys working the deal or what's up? Just volunteers? So you have to sign in? Here, look at this. Here, get this right here. At this time, the shelter is not open to the public. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Apparently just got upgraded to a Category 4.
Are you part of the staff here at the FEMA Dome?
Was earlier, but wasn't able to get out.
Wasn't able to get out? Okay. All right. So apparently you got to sign in. Here, let's see what's going on in here. All right. So now we're inside the FEMA Dome. It looks like there is an area where they have people up here. Here, look. You can see where the cadets are stored up in there. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
Do you mind if you just walk through and film some of this? We're not trying to get any services or anything.
Who are you guys with?
We're with Infowars.
No, yeah, I can go ahead and go back out.
We can't even stand here?
No, go back outside.
Well, isn't this a FEMA Dome?
Go back outside.
Oh, I'm confused. Isn't this an emergency
Did you
FEMA
read
Dome?
the sign that said not open to the public?
So is this a FEMA Dome or not?
Go ahead and head out.
Sir, is this a FEMA Dome or not?
Go ahead and head out.
Sir, is this a FEMA Dome? I'm asking.
What does the sign say?
It says the shelter's not open to the public, but this is a FEMA Dome, is it not?
So head out.
So if I'm struggling and I need help, I can't come here.
Head out.
Is that the message you have for Texas?
I'm telling you
That this
to
FEMA
head
Dome isn't helping people, or what's the deal?
I'm telling you to head out.
All right, so we're not welcome at this FEMA Dome. All right, so, okay, I don't know what the deal is. Again, we just saw FEMA Dome when we were coming in here, and I would assume that the Federal Emergency Center, the FEMA Dome, would be where you go in an emergency. As you saw, we just got kicked out. Okay. So basically, I guess that's their message to you in Texas. F you. If you need help and you come to the FEMA zone here, if you come to the FEMA Dome, you're gonna get kicked out, like we just did. So, okay. So that's nice. So take note of that. If you're out there and you want to come into the FEMA zone, that's what'll happen. So that's fine. So here, let me take that. We'll go back to the truck and let's readjust. So since they're not gonna let us in here, let's just run back to the truck and see what's going on. Wow, I can't believe that. Here, let's move.
Jesus, I can't even get the door open.
Wow. Okay. Huh. Was not expecting that. I was assuming that we would just go in there and we were just going to talk to people. We weren't even going to ask for anything. We were just going to talk to people, see what the deal was with the FEMA Dome. And we just got ran off. Well, what is that dome? What is the FEMA Dome then? I mean, what are we doing at the FEMA Dome? What are they doing at the FEMA Dome I mean, I guess we could have signed up, but the message was clear. I mean, that guy wanted us to leave. He didn't want us there. I don't know what that's about. So they just made us leave the FEMA Dome. So I'm just curious what the FEMA Dome is all about when you get kicked out just for being there and shooting video. That was really strange. Again, we just showed up at the FEMA Dome here in Corpus Christi just to film, see what's going on, see what kind of services they offer. Hey, if you're in Corpus Christi and you need some help, you'd think the FEMA Dome would be where to go, but we just saw what happened when we wanted to go in there. You know, this is sad. I thought that, you know, we talked about how the hurricane would bring us together, how this would, you know, make people realize how small we really are and how big the Earth is and the galaxy and everything, and that we can come together and not worry about petty little things, whatever was bothering that guy, whatever crawled up his butt. Apparently not at the FEMA Dome. Apparently the FEMA Dome is more like the Thunderdome, and you're not allowed to go in there. So I don't really understand. So my guess is that they're basically reserving the FEMA Dome for whatever those cadets were or whoever the emergency fire team was. And then we actually had that other guy who said he came here to be a part of the, I guess, emergency rescue team, and then they didn't need him, and now he's trapped, and he can't even get in, so he's standing out there. I don't know what the deal with the FEMA Center is, but they basically just harassed us, and we're now sitting in the truck right now, and the wind is so extreme, the truck is literally blowing back and forth. So I'm not sure what our next move is. Do we want to head towards the coast? Do we want to see what else is going on?
Well, it's just got upgraded to a Category 4, so I think, you know, if we're going to go to a coast, it's now or never, I guess.
You're not so excited, huh?
I'm not super excited. I mean, there's definitely an unnerving aspect to the whole ghost town feel when nobody else is around. You feel like maybe you shouldn't be around either. I mean, my intention of going to the FEMA Dome was to try to shine the light. I know we have a lot of fans down here, and if people need to know where to go, I only found it because I started searching things on Google Maps and found it, but we were unable. I mean, we searched pretty hard for, you know, emergency services and that sort of thing in Corpus Christi because we wanted to see where people would be going.
Yeah, because we wanted to go there.
Yeah, we want to go and see what sort of setup,
shine a light on
emergency preparations they're making. They were not happy about us.
So there's the inclusive FEMA Dome. Thanks for nothing. Wow. Okay, so folks, if you're in need of help in Corpus Christi, FEMA Dome might not be the place to go. But yeah, as you were saying, you were looking on the internet. We were looking for stuff, and this was the place you found.
Yeah, this was the place that popped up. It said, you know, for emergency services. It called it the FEMA Dome. I don't know if it's a FEMA Dome and that's what it's there for. We're on the Del Mar College campus.
Well, you'll notice they didn't answer me. I asked, "Is this the FEMA zone?" a dozen times, and they didn't answer me. That's really strange.
Well, but I don't know if it's a permanent. If this is always like that's what it's there for, to be the FEMA Dome, or if this is sort of part of the Del Mar College
campus
sports complex or something that they're just using temporarily. But it didn't look like that. It looks like this is a permanent installation here.
Well, but again, they wouldn't even answer me. They wouldn't even answer me. I asked him. I was like, "Is this the FEMA Dome? Is this the FEMA Dome?" He said, "Get out, get out, get out." That's strange.
I don't really know. So if you're in Corpus Christi and you need somewhere to go, I would still try to go to the FEMA Dome because I think, you know, maybe they were just mad that we were filming. Maybe they knew who Infowars was and didn't like that. But I would say if you're, you know, in trouble, you can probably still go to the FEMA Dome. They probably do have. I mean, they obviously have emergency services there. There were a lot of people sort of sitting around in the rooms.
Yeah, they had beds and cots and stuff set up.
Yeah,
in there.
so I guess this is maybe just a staging area for the emergency services before they go out. So I imagine it's still a place that you can go if you are in Corpus Christi and need.
Make sure to bring a pen because you need to sign up.
Bring a pen. Don't have your camera out, apparently.
Yeah. Don't say you're with Infowars.
Definitely
the bad guys.
Never say you're with Infowars.
Don't mention Alex Jones, Voldemort.
Because we're not out here trying to inform people and help people, clearly.
That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to show people in Corpus Christi where they can go get food or where they can go get shelter. That's not what we're doing here.
But we are going to check up on the status of the storm now, see where it is. The wind picked up a lot just now, but it seems to have calmed down. So obviously we don't want to be anywhere too dangerous, but we do want to get boots on the ground and be as close as possible while still staying safe. So we're probably going to go to the coast now and see where the water levels are and see if there's any preparations going on there. And then we will be heading to Alice, Texas, which is just a little bit further inland, to file some more reports.
So while Harrison figures out where we're at on the map here, I'll stay with you. We're gonna just stay live. Do you have that tripod? We're just gonna stay live with you as we're covering Hurricane Harvey on the ground. But just a recap of everything we've experienced so far. We came down on 35 South. We came through San Antonio. We hopped on 37. And it was actually amazing because 35 in between Austin and San Antonio was really bad with traffic. But once we got on the 37, hardly anything. Nothing going north, nothing going south. So it was surprising. We were both expecting there to be a lot more traffic, evacuation traffic, and we just did not see that. Trying to get a tripod set up here.
Like I said, it seems like a lot of people in Corpus Christi are sort of used to it. I know places like this typically don't have a big evacuation stream coming out. Like I'm thinking back to Hurricane Rita, which was the hurricane that hit southeast Texas just after Hurricane Katrina, when that was on everybody's mind, and everybody was sort of freaking out about that. And so it took, it would take 9 hours to get to Austin, which is usually a 2.5 hour drive. I'm gonna reach behind you here. Let's put this in. We're gonna buckle up so you people stop hearing the beeping. These lights, when we pulled up to the FEMA Dome, were working, and they are now out. So
that could be a potential power outage. We did see some other lights that were not working earlier. Again, this is Infowars coverage of Hurricane Harvey. Owen Schroyer, Harrison Smith on the ground. So as I said, we came down 37 South. We were shocked at the lack of evacuation traffic going up 37 North. There was really hardly anything. We went to a couple gas stations. We spoke to some police officers, some other locals. Some gas stations in the area have run out of gas. Pretty much, in fact, all the stores. Once we got into Corpus Christi, all the stores were shut down. There's another electrical wire down. So that's the second electrical wire we've seen down.
A third, I think. Yeah.
Or even third. So we've got downed power lines, obviously downed trees. This is some of the stuff you see with the hurricane. Hey, look, another car is out on the road. Wow. Shocker.
That is surprising. And if you're just tuning in, we did try to storm the FEMA Dome. We were promptly rebuffed and not really given a reason, but just told to leave, I guess, because it's just a staging area. They probably just didn't want people in the way. They didn't really give us a chance to explain that we're trying just to tell people where they need to go. We're trying to get an idea of what sort of emergency precautions are being made on a local or national level. We've heard that the National Guard and other national agencies have been sending people down. And we just want to know where they are, what their plan is, and what the people of Corpus Christi can be doing to keep themselves safe.
Yeah, so far, I mean, honestly, we're driving through town. We're looking for the Red Cross. We're looking for FEMA. We're looking for, anywhere where people might go if they need help, if they need shelter. So far, it looks like you're on your own out here, man. I haven't seen anything remotely that's some sort of public assistance or Red Cross or anything. We went to the FEMA Dome and you saw what happened. So I don't know what the case is about that. But we're just going to keep going through Corpus. Are we heading towards the coast right now?
We are. We're going to go check out and see what the coast is doing now. I don't know if there is a seawall here or not. I'm not sure what sort of flooding protection that they have. These lights up, these street lights up here are on, so the power outages are sporadic so far that we can find. Nothing really consistent. Again, all these stores are boarded up. Most of the stores are closed. We found one that's still open, and it was full of people buying beer.
Yeah, they were rushing it.
And we asked the guy, "Are you out of water?" He said, "No, I got plenty of water. People just want to buy beer." So again, that's my reading of that is these people have been through big storms. Corpus Christi is no stranger to tropical storms, hurricanes, all that sort of thing.
Now these lights are out. Look at that street sign too. Sideways street sign. So it looks like, yeah, as you said earlier, the power outages are very sporadic. The wind is not. The wind is consistently extreme. You can see how the wind is blowing these palm trees even being in the Raptor truck, a big truck, we can feel the effects of the wind. There's another gas station boarded up.
And so I believe they expect the most extreme landfall to take place at about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so this is still the very outskirts of the storm, as I understand it. And still, it's fairly extreme, and it should be this way for at least the next 12 hours. It should just grow and grow and grow. And, you know, hopefully the FEMA Dome survives. I mean, I know domes are good in hurricanes.
Well, they got it locked down over there, so we're driving down. What road is this? We are on
Morgan.
We're on Morgan Avenue right now in Corpus Christi. We're heading towards the coast. So far, though, it seems like I would agree with you. It seems like the locals here and everyone here is pretty much used to this. They're already prepared for this. They already have their boards ready to go. They already have their emergency supplies ready to go. Perhaps they already even got their supplies before. As most of these places here are all boarded up.
Some of these places look like they've already been hit by a hurricane.
So again, this is Infowars live coverage here. You are watching us live on Facebook. Hurricane Harvey in Corpus Christi. That's where we are now, covering it on the outskirts.
And if you are just tuning in, again, I'm not sure how Facebook works. If you can go back in the video, maybe not. We are going to download it and repost this video in its entirety. You'll be able to see us going towards the FEMA Dome, trying to get some answers and getting promptly kicked out with very little explanation, which, again, I understand they are presumably setting up things, although everybody just sort of seemed to be sitting around twiddling their thumbs. It didn't seem like we were in the way. I didn't feel like we were...
we were in the way of something. I don't know what. That's why they kicked us out.
I guess so. We really just wanted to go and find out what preparations they were making, what people should do if they find themselves in trouble. We were not able to get that information from FEMA, or from the people there.
Whoever it was, again, we just found that labeled as a FEMA zone. And so we went there, and when I asked, is this FEMA, is this FEMA, is this FEMA, they just made us leave. But again, that is from early on in this video, pretty much from the outset of this video, about 15 minutes ago. Right now, we're just heading towards the coastline, which it looks like we're about to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so we are on Morgan Avenue, and we are hitting Ocean. I'm not sure if that's Ocean Street or what it is. Right now, we are on the coastline of Corpus Christi. Owen Schroyer, Harrison Smith with you, and it does look like there is a bit of a seawall there, Harrison, or something.
There is, yeah, a breaker.
As you can see, I don't know if you can see with this iPhone footage. Perhaps we'll try to get closer, but the waves are very intense right now.
You can see these Aggie barrels are sort of all over the road. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be directing traffic at one point, but they no longer are serving their function.
Yeah, look at these signs are all down too. Yeah, the wind is no joke. The wind has been unbelievable.
It is a little ghost town-esque. There is very little electricity. I mean, none of the street lights are on. There is debris flying around, but the wind is not so extreme that that trees are coming down around us. It's just sort of street signs and that sort of thing. And there are multiple cars on the road, so we aren't. And you can see in here, there's lots of cars. Looks like the NBC news truck is there. So
there's a NBC.
Those are our best friends, the MSM. But of course, you know, we're probably not allowed to do this. They are, you know.
Yeah, don't listen to our reports out here from the ground.
You're supposed to get all the news from them, as you know.
Here, let me roll the window down and see if we can get a little footage of these sea waves. There is the beach right there in Corpus Christi, folks.
This is guerrilla media at its best. You can see the number of trees that have fallen over here.
Oh wow, look at that. These trees have been devastated.
And of course we have an apt statue over there. Corpus Christi means the body of Christ. Ooh, my hat just flew off. I mean, I've got the window cracked 4 inches and my hat's flying off.
Here, stay right here for a second. We'll get some footage here. Folks, the wind is insane. I don't know if the video does the wind justice, but the wind is absolutely insane right now. I don't know if you can see the white caps right now hitting the beach here in Corpus Christi. But this is Infowars coverage of Hurricane Harvey. As you can see, trees are down here.
wants to go say hi to NBC. Do you think we should do it?
Where's NBC at?
That NBC truck back there?
I don't see him. Why isn't NBC on the beach? Alright. Looks like this church has been boarded up. They've got some
I think you're still zoomed in.
steel boarding. I believe I am still zoomed in. Zoom out for you. Okay, so we are at the coastline. Someone was on the beach. I saw that. Looked like NBC is running into their truck right now. Here, let's go. Let's see if
Should we go say hi to NBC?
Yeah, let's go say hi to our friends over with NBC. So this is Shoreline Boulevard here. We're pulling into some sort of a. I'm not exactly sure if this is a hotel.
It's a hotel. It's called the Emerald something.
Oh, okay, we're at the Emerald here. You've got rogue barrels getting blown around everywhere. They've got sandbags at the hotel here in front of the door in case of flooding. There's the NBC News truck. Some people just ran into there. This is Infowars coverage of Hurricane Harvey.
Should we park? Go talk to people inside the hotel? See what they know?
If there's people in the hotel, you want to see if we can go through the main entrance?
Yeah, let's try that.
All right, folks. We are going to stay with us here. We're gonna keep live. I'm gonna hand it over to Harrison. We're gonna go into this hotel right now. See what people are thinking. See how it's been so far. Maybe we'll go down closer to the coastline too and see if we can't get some footage there. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow us away. All right, you ready?
I like that comment. Yes, this is the Infowars weather van.
Let's go.
Hi.
Rain is not. Luckily my hat's waterproof. I don't even think we're going to be able to get in.
There are people in there. He's telling me no.
I'm saying we can't go in there. So even the hotels are on lockdown here in Corpus Christi.
Here comes somebody.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hi.
You guys have lunch?
You'll have to ask these gentlemen.
Okay. How you guys doing? Have you guys had a lot of people coming in here for shelter or anything like that? No? Pretty much just slow?
Yeah, well, we only have employees and emergency crews.
Oh, really? No guests at this point? Oh, okay.
Have y'all been through many hurricanes before?
No? What's has the power been on pretty steadily so far, or what's
It's
it?
off. This is our backup.
Oh, really? Oh, so the power is off right now? Okay. All right.
Are you guys with the news?
Yeah, we're not with NBC.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're reporting out here for ourselves, seeing everything that's going on. We got kicked out of the FEMA Dome. So you guys, just so you know, you are more friendly than the people from FEMA. If that was the FEMA Dome, they wouldn't even answer the question if it was or not, so we really don't know.
Where's that?
It was down on Morgan, I think was the name of the street.
Yeah,
Was it
it was
Morgan?
just down
By the college.
Delwood College?
Delwood College?
Delmar College?
Or something?
Delmar, yeah, it was on the campus there.
And the map said FEMA Dome, and so we went there, and they just kicked us out. I asked if it was FEMA, and they just said you had to leave, so we're not really sure.
That's weird.
But look, you guys, if someone does come, you guys have your crew ready to go here. They got some emergency supplies, so it looks like you guys do know what you're doing after all.
You're hunkered down. I don't want to be on camera.
All right. Hey, we'll get out of y'all the way. We just wanted to get some reports, see what everyone's doing and feeling.
You guys be safe.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
You guys are crazy.
Thank you. We are crazy.
All right, she might be right. All right, let's get back to the truck.
Wind is so strong you can't even open a door. Here, let's just get one shot over here from the balcony. So, there's no one at this hotel. They've got it completely shut down, they said. It just got staff. They just got crew there. Here's the NBC News truck. I think some of those people were they're down here on the beach. Here, let's go down here.
There's their setup.
All right, here, let's go. This is NBC setup here. Let's move. Here, let's go this way. This is crazy. So we're out here. We're on the beach of Corpus Christi. We're outside of the Emerald Hotel, which is currently shut down. Pretty much the entire city is shut down. Sorry, we're dealing with some harsh conditions out here. I think I can just blow away. They're out of power. They're out of power in this hotel. It does look like there might be some power. Woo! Just get some. I don't know how this reporter from NBC is still standing. I think my cameraman's had enough, folks. But just real quick, as you can see, and the power is out at this hotel. Godspeed. Keep your boots on the ground. Alright, we're gonna get back to the truck. We're gonna get on the move here. Wow. That's probably the strongest wind I've ever felt in my life. It's a workout just to walk through the street. Alright folks, we're gonna get back in the truck, drive around a little bit, and then we're gonna head towards our hotel, get hunkered down. President Trump has said that FEMA and the government has emergency services ready. Apparently it's been upgraded to a category 4. Here, I'll take that. Apparently Harvey, oh man, has been upgraded. Wow. To a category 4. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back in the truck now. We're on our way. We're on the move. Everybody rightfully thinks we're crazy for doing this. Thanks to everybody out there for supporting us, for praying for us.
Buy some product, for God's sake.
Unfortunately, I don't know if we have anything at the Infowars store that can really help us. Maybe some emergency food, obviously.
Well, we have the battery packs.
We got the battery packs. Apparently Kim Jong-un just launched a nuke into the ocean, so you might want to get some iodine. We're just trying to recover here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for supporting us at InfoWarsStore.com. Once again, we're on the beach at Corpus Christi. We were just at the same staging location as NBC's reporter woman who was out there nearly getting blown away by the wind. That was the Emerald Beach Hotel. Very nice people at the Emerald Beach Hotel.
Yes, there were.
You can see a lot of the riffraff here in the streets, folks. This is wind damage, as the wind has been very ferocious. We are on shoreline and ocean, and we are doing live coverage right now, Infowars.com, of Hurricane Harvey. So we'll just give you a recap. Oh my gosh, what is this? Is this a truck that got, what is the deal with this truck?
Yeah, it
here?
looks like that's something here. We'll drive down there. It says road closed, but...
So here they've got a road closed, and there's some pylons and all kinds of stuff out of order here, but this truck looks like it's careened off the road. There's some serious flooding going on here.
So that's a tow truck.
So it looks like this tow truck may be trying to pull this thing out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. That's no good though. That is an electrical generator truck.
Oh, that's for the hospital. This is the hospital here.
Wow. So generator truck for the hospital has let's side saddle off the side of the road. I do believe that this hospital, Corpus Spawn, if that's correct, has been evacuated. I do think that they have evacuated people from here, at least as many as they could.
Here we got another guy walking down the street here like it's just any other afternoon.
This guy's just having himself a nice day on Hurricane Harvey Day. That's fine. So here's a valet drop-off for the physician's tower. A couple people stationed out there, but it does look for the most part as if this hospital has been evacuated, as we're not seeing any traffic. Here's a tree down in this road up here. Wow, look at this, man. This is crazy.
So we are, if you're just tuning in, we did storm the FEMA Dome, and we're promptly told to get out. And so we made our way down to the coast. We're here, if you're just tuning in, we're about 1 block away from the coast where the waves are really kicking up. I mean, almost knocked over Owen and I right off of our feet. And
yeah, I think that the NBC reporter woman has bricks in her shoes
right.
just to keep her on the ground.
Yeah, we saw him zip tying her to the banister there. No, just kidding, obviously. Here's another tree
down. Do you want to capture our heroics on footage this time?
It looks like there's enough room that we can just go around it, so I don't think that's going to be necessary.
If you want to see some of our other reports on the Alex Jones YouTube channel, we filed a bunch of reports so far from the road. Now, what's amazing is some of these places aren't even boarded up. When we were on the outskirts of town, everywhere was boarded up, but down here, right on the shoreline, a lot of these places still have their windows exposed.
And up ahead of us here, we have an entire tree that's gone over. And I'd love to be able to move this one. Maybe with the Raptor we could, but I mean, look at that.
Oh,
you see how it's gone through the fence there?
Hey, I'm gonna hop out real quick. I'll be right back. Hope I don't blow away. This is a direct result, obviously, of the extreme winds that I've been telling you about. Again, the rain, look at this thing, that just completely snapped in half. It didn't even uproot. This tree just snapped in half. Oh, look at the puppy out here. Wow. Hi, pup. It's a very sweet dog. Hanging out in the storm all over the place. That's a very nice puppy. So, as you can see here, I've been telling you the wind is pretty much unbelievable. Bye, pup. Stay safe, puppy. Look at that. I can't believe that poor dog. What a cutie. What a tough dog. The wind just snaps that tree right at its roots. It doesn't even uproot. It just snapped it. Let me get back in the truck before another tree comes down. You see that dog up there?
No.
There's a dog all by himself on that porch just laying there. Really sweet dog. But that tree didn't even uproot. It snapped at the base. Just snapped. And that shows you how strong the wind is. There's a woman who's got her house boarded up, watching us drive by, wondering why we're so crazy. So we're going to just continue to drive through here. We're going to head towards our hotel, see what we can pick up on the way. That place looks like it has some alarms going off in the building. Those flashing lights are alarms. So not sure what that's about.
Let's go check that out.
Driving through Corpus Christi right now, covering Hurricane Harvey. Owen Schroyer, Harrison Smith with you for Infowars.com. It's Friday, 6:43 Central here in Corpus Christi. We've got this, looks like a local business here that still has power, and the alarms are going off inside. That's what those flashing lights are indicating. But there is nobody here. No cars here, no security here, no nothing. It's not even boarded up.
No,
but the door's open though.
The door's open, yeah.
That's weird. Here, pull back around there. This is a very interesting thing. Why the door would be wide open is beyond me. I don't think the truck fit.
Oh, it'll fit. It'll fit.
It might take down a pole in the process.
It's just not my truck, so.
All right. I'm not sure what this building is, but very strange. Let's see if we can hear anything. No, the alarms are clearly going off in there, but this door is just sitting wide open.
It might just got blown open by the wind.
Look at the one inside is trying to open and shut automatically. So they may just be having some weird electronic malfunctions in there. I'm not going to try to break in. Oh, you wanna? Okay, yeah, there you go. So this building here in Corpus Christi.
Ahead of us, you can see the wind whipping on the ground here.
Yeah, this is
again, it just sort of adds to the ghost town feel when you have
an abandoned building with the door open.
Abandoned buildings with the door open and the alarm going off and no sound. It's just sort of all very kind of creepy and unnerving.
There's a place, this place LabCorp, they've got their place boarded up here. Street signs down in the road. This place is boarded up as well, locked up, chained up. But there are some locals here. We drove through, you can see in some videos we put on the YouTube channel, a group of locals actually sitting out on their porch, watching the hurricane as if it's a show. Hey, be careful. Do you see that sign back there? It had some nails sticking out of it. So be careful what we drive over out here. The wind is really wreaking havoc. You've got power down in some areas. As you can see, these lights are out. And some areas that still have power, we've got lines down, we've got trees down. As Hurricane Harvey is touching down in Corpus Christi.
I just got a text update from my friend. The winds here in Corpus Christi have been measured at 120 miles an hour. I know, I'm pretty sure that that's the way that the categories are measured, whether it's category 3, 4, 5, is by the wind speed. If I'm mistaken, let me know in the comments. But apparently, yeah, 120 miles an hour here in Corpus Christi, which you can tell. I mean, literally, we almost got knocked right off of our feet. The only time I've ever experienced wind this strong was when I was in Florida for a hurricane. I mean, and you really have to lean up against it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I was shocked at the struggle just walking. There's a struggle just to walk through it. Oh man, we got a whole tree blocking the road over there too.
Yeah, so as the wind picks up here, we're gonna head to our hotel, which is a little bit more inland, theoretically a little bit safer. But again, true landfall has been reported to really take place at about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So this is still just sort of the very beginning, the prologue to the true storm, and you can tell people are still kind of just relaxed and hanging out and not worried too much about it, even though we have seen some giant trees fall down. We haven't seen any major damage yet, except to fences and signs and that sort of thing.
So we're gonna sign off here from this live Facebook mentions. We'll get this video up on YouTube as well. You can find our other videos on YouTube. We've done a bunch of coverage so far today. Owen Schroyer and Harrison Smith from the ground here in Corpus Christi. But just to recap, we came from Austin today. Well, we probably left around probably 2 maybe we got on the road. Obviously no traffic really going south. There was a little bit outside Austin, but after that it was wide open. Not too much traffic going north either. We were shocked, expected more evacuation traffic, but didn't really get any on 37. The only traffic we saw was on 35 north, which is honestly just a typical thing. But gas stations have run out of gas in South Texas. A lot of stores, if they're not shut down, they've sold out of water and goods. You've seen that reported everywhere. I think we found the last store that was open in South Texas, in Corpus Christi at least. Hi-Ho, that was serving people beer. They didn't even want the water, they just wanted the beer.
But again, these are people that have probably lived through hurricanes before and probably have, you know, filled up their bathtub or done something that they probably secured their water and now are just looking for some beer to enjoy themselves. So we're about to hop on the freeway here.
So we're going to...
it looks like our way was blocked that way with fallen trees.
Fallen trees blocked our path, so we're going to take an alternative route. But when we started off this video, we went to what was called the FEMA Dome. We knew nothing about this. We just found the FEMA Dome on the internet and said, let's go to the FEMA Dome, because part of what we wanted to do down here with the truck, we've got supplies, we've got a ton of gas, was, you know, find some people that need help. You know, if there's a situation where we can help someone, we'd like to be a part of that. So we went to the FEMA Dome to see if there was anything we could do, if anybody needed, you know, a big truck to move supplies or something like that, or something to haul. And they just kicked us off. Or they just kicked us out. They wouldn't even answer me. I asked 5 times, is this a FEMA Dome? FEMA Dome. They just ignored me and told me to leave. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe we'll find out more information. But that is at the top of this video. And these are the signs that you can see if you're on 37, 35, or any roads in South Texas right now. They're telling you not to go to the coast and to stay off the road. So we're going to sign off. We'll be filing more reports. Be sure to go to InfoWarsStore.com and support us. That's how we're able to do stuff. That's how Alex is able to send people like myself and Harrison out on the road full of equipment and to take care of us out here and to motivate us to get out of here too. Say, hey, We got a lot of fans out there. They want this coverage from us. So that's what we do. We hop in the truck and we head down here. So that's all thanks to your support at InfoWarsStore.com. Oh my gosh. That is a huge sign down. The Burger King sign is down. The Burger King sign is down. The BK Lounge has suffered. The BK Lounge has suffered a catastrophe. So wow, that's actually the first big sign that we've seen down. Most of the signs that we've seen down have been street signs or smaller signs or trees, but that was a massive sign. The Burger King sign comes down here in Corpus. So we're gonna sign off. At the top of this video, you can see us when we went to the FEMA Dome and they kicked us out. Any final words, Harrison?
Yeah, you know, this is still just the very beginning of the hurricane landfall taking place. We just wanted to come down and see what preparations were being made, if there were troops or emergency supplies being stationed anywhere. We wanted to get out word as to where people could go, or what they could be, what emergency services they could access. I still say, I think they were not saying it was open to the public, but if it's an emergency, I would not hesitate to go to the FEMA Dome, which is at Del Mar College here in Corpus Christi. And no, this is just still the very beginning. We're still going to be looking for more evidence of FEMA coming in and helping. We're going to be here throughout the landfall and here to document the destruction and cleanup effort afterwards. So stay tuned, subscribe, and make sure to buy the products, because without you, our fans, supporting us, we can't put the boots on the ground and bring you the unfiltered, totally live stream like we are doing now. So thank you so much for all that, and stay tuned.
We're signing off. We'll do more live mentions on Facebook as the weekend goes on with Hurricane Harvey, and also be sure to check our YouTube channel, the Alex Jones channel on YouTube. We're gonna have a lot of videos there as well, including reports we've just filed. We're signing off for now. Stay classy, Info Warriors. We'll be right back with more from Hurricane Harvey.